Baraswini, 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 Baraswini. I am what they call in Yoruba Bubunishi. That is like a multi-genre. I'm not constricted to one genre of music. I do traditional, I do reggae, I do, a native stuff, and I can do rock, depending on my audience. So sometimes I do my music according to my audience. If I meet an audience of older people, I'm not going to do hip hop. I'm not going to do R&B. I'm going to come down to, communicate, to them in a language, a music language they will understand. But if I'm going for a show for youth, for heaven's sake, I'm not going to sing hymns there. I'm going to do something up-tempo that they're going to relate with. Because if you don't do that, they don't understand what you're talking about. So I call myself a multi-genre artist. What I'm particular about is the message of a music, the message that I want to pass across. So every music has its own message. So I want to say, I want to put this music in this genre, and I have this message to pass across. Is it going to deliver my message? And what's my audience? That now informs how I package the music. So you can call me a multi-genre artist. Oh. In order of preference, that's hard. I've written like 3,000 songs. So I don't know where to start from. In order of preference, my songs come to me from time to time. You can come Baraswini, 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 Baraswini. So that gives me, that puts me on the, dancing mode. It can come coolly. Bigger than what people say. A mini tinge, a mini. I am that I am. You are who you say you are. That's one song I wrote several years back. I'd waited for a baby for so many years. And the first time the doctor ever told me I was pregnant, I burst into a song of thanks to God. I said, God, you're bigger than what I ever imagined. I didn't think this would happen now. So God took me unawares. So I have, which other song? So I said, I'm fighting. I'm fighting. I'm fighting. Oh, you make me wonder. I'm fighting. I'm fighting. I'm fighting. Oh, you make me wonder. I can go on and on and on. Then I have one, yes. There's one in a reggae genre. God is taking you somewhere, and you will get there. You will get there. Let me hear you sing it. God is taking me somewhere, and I will get there. I will get there. I'm giving you like 2-3 genres now. Which other one do you want? Amigo, amigo, mi Dios, mi amigo. I don't know which of my songs I like most. I like so many of them. You know why? Because my songs come to me depending on the season. I like my songs each season. I like, depending on what I'm going through, the song can stay with me for like a month, and then another one will come. So I don't think I have my song that I like most, but I know a song that I sing almost everywhere I go. Whether it's in America, in Nigeria, France, I sing it. I've even translated it into French. In fact, I didn't translate it into French. I went for a conference, and one French troupe came and sang the song in French. And the guy came and told me, said, Aity, this is your song. I had to translate it into French. Dieu m'amène en avant, j'y arriverai, j'y arriverai. It simply means God is taking me somewhere. I will get there. I will get there. When I wrote the video script of God is taking me somewhere, my legs were actually paralyzed. I was in an orthopedic hospital. I was not able to move my limbs. And I was on my back writing the video script of that song. And the devil told me, so how are you going to be walking around? God is taking you somewhere. You're going to go in a wheelchair to sing this song. But I still was writing the video script. I said, I'm going to get up. I'm going to be able to walk again. I'm going to be able to dance again. I'm going to be able to pick up my life again. So I wrote that song when I was somehow in my darkest moment. And today, whenever I sing it everywhere in the world, as a song of hope, that if God is the one taking you somewhere, you will get there. No matter how long it takes, no matter how bad it is, no matter how hard the battle is, you will get there. I think You'll Get There is one of my favorite songs. I don't know whether it's my most, love song. I don't know. I can't tell, but, well, somehow. I had a big event in Lagos. The expectation was high. Aity was going to sing. And you know what happened? I was doing soundtrack. That's why I like doing live. That event was just supposed to be a short song. I still remember it was in Trem Bagada headquarters. All seated, big auditorium. And I came up on stage. That time, it's several years back, because if it's today, it wouldn't have minded. But I came up on stage, and what happened? The soundtrack ceased. It was only tracking. There was no sound. And I sat there, and I stood there on stage. I felt like I should just let the ground open for me to disappear. I didn't disappear. But I survived it. I came out. I felt really bad. But it happened again. I had a concert in Houston 2 years back. I was on stage, like by this time. When the thing happened in Trent before, I was just, coming up. But now, I had been trained in the wilderness. So here was I in one of my concerts in Houston, and the soundtrack they were playing ceased. And I started laughing. I said, oh, guy, soundtrack, you ceased, the music is right here. I told the band, play me this key. And I started joking. I said, this soundtrack can cease. I can't be flustered because I'm a Nigerian. I said, I'm a Nigerian. In Nigeria, we are unstoppable. We can even sing without music. What are you talking about? I told the band, give me this C. And they started playing. I turned it into a joke. We cracked the jokes. They started laughing. I told them, have you ever read the Bible? They said, yes. Did you remember those guys that when they came to see Jesus, there was no room and they dropped their friend from the roof? I said, those guys were Nigerians. We are unstoppable. If there is no road to enter, we drop you through the roof. I said, I'm doing this music right here. So I called them the band, they played live, and we sang and we danced. This band, the people that played there, they were Americans. Incidentally, they played the songs as if we rehearsed. We didn't rehearse one bit, but I'd calm them down. Do you know what happened? That got me an event in one TV station in Houston. That was the TV station was covering that event. And after the concert, the lady came up to me and said, Aity, I never saw somebody handle a crisis that way. Are you going to come on my show? You must come on my show tomorrow. That was my very first time ever going on a TV station in Houston, and it was trouble that took me there. So you see, so those kind of things happen, but now you can't get me. Even if I go there and there is no sound, the music must happen. Even if I go there and I didn't have voice, I would dance it away. You can't get me. We're Nigerians. We are unstoppable.